All right, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, citizens of YouTube. This is Pastor Doc. Hey, I got something that I need to go ahead and try my best to again, if you saw my video the other day about Cyprus, and I was talking about how Cyprus have just literally went in and stolen the money right out of their citizens' account. Now listen to me. Cyprus is another one of these countries that is in the Euro, and they have literally gone under. And, you know, a lot of these European countries are starting to find out that it is not in their best interest to be in the Euro. What people don't understand is the same thing that is going on overseas, we're right behind it. And we are doing the same things. It's called the illusion of delusion of deception. And whenever just the other day, I just sat here and watched this Judge Napolitano. Now, not him, but the other guy. It's remarkable and amazing to me how everything else can happen in other countries and other places, but it can never happen here in America. Did y'all hear what I said? Oh, it'll never happen here. But let me tell you folks something. It is already done happening, and it is happening. It's just that you don't understand what's going on because you simply don't care enough to understand what's going on. Let me explain. I'm going to go through the painstaking task of using common sense, words easily be understood, so that you can understand. Not only have they stolen their money, robbed the money out of the people account in Cyprus, now they are going to charge them interest. Did you hear what I said? A tax for putting money into their savings accounts. You know the reason why? Because this is what happens when a country is bankrupt. The reason why you don't see the same things going on selectively here in the United States like you see over in there, because right now the dollar is the world's reserve currency. And we have a bunch of nuclear missiles. And I want you to listen to me real close. They word it in such a way that it flies under the radar perception and you don't understand what's going on. Let me give you an example. You go to the store, you buy ice cream, right? All right. It still costs the same. That is always cost. But guess what? They've jacked you because now you're getting less quantities, but you're still paying the same price. That's called inflation. You see, it's just another way of deceiving you. Every time you go to the gas pump, you're looking at inflation. You're looking at another tax. Every time you see prices of commodities go up, you are being taxed. Are you following me? The difference is that over there in Cyprus, the government says, we're just going to take it right out of your account. What they do in America is they take it right out of your account, but it comes from out of your pocket. So you have the illusion, if I take it out of my pocket and I give it to them, then guess what? It's not actually being taken from me. And that's the problem right there. See, the problem is the way that you view things. See, we are a people that is robbed and spoiled and have no idea. We've been getting it so long that it's become second nature to just roll with the punches and accept everything that is going on. What is the name of that country that owes like $2 trillion in debt? You ain't gonna hear about this on the news though. And they said, we ain't paying it. And you know what? They haven't paying it and they're not paying it. You know what? That country is thriving. I'll get that information back to you as soon as it comes to my head and mind who it is. But these folks are professional gangsters. Gangsters. And America has the best gangsters in the world. They're called your politicians. They're called your so-called representatives who you didn't even elect. They were selected by the powers that be. And I said it once, I said it 1,000 times. And like I said the other day, I've been getting money, the little bit that I have, out of the account. See, if you don't have it in your grubby little hands, you don't own it. You don't own it. And watch this. Over in those bank accounts in Cyprus, the money is insured that if you put $1 in or euro in, then you are insured. Over here in America, it's called the FDIC, to get your money back. Now what do? Just the other day, I think it was another one of these credit card companies right here. People's money just, boom, almost disappeared here in America. Which one was that? I don't know if it was Chase or it was, anyway, just disappeared. You know what, but do you know the glitches that never take place though? Credit card glitches. You know, that debt never seems to go away. Student debt glitches. It's amazing how we never have these glitches and nobody knows what's going on when it comes to credit card debt and student debt and all these other loans and home debt and stuff. But you know what? It's amazing how all these glitches can find their way to your personal savings account. They can find their way into your checking account. They can find their way in taking and every single nickel and dime you got. And you know what the answer they always have? We don't know what happened. But it always happens to those accounts. What are you saying, Pastor Dial? I'm saying it once. I said it 1,000 times. I say it again. Get your money out of the bank. America, you need to have a bank run right now. Don't wait till later on when you get pissed off and then your ability to resist is null, nil, and void. And then you act like, and you go huff and puff and say a bunch of words, but you don't have any actions to it whatsoever at all. All you can do is get mad. And then when you get finished getting mad, you know all that is left from getting mad. You know, after you get mad, you know it's all that is left after that. Just go away. Just go away. That's all you're going to do. So to save yourself a lot of heartache and pain, that's why Pastor Dow gets on here and tells you the painstaking task, get your money out of the bank. It's a simple deduction. Can you trust your country? Can you trust your government? Yes or no? And everybody, it's amazing, consensus all the way across the board says no. Yet and still you remain apathetic. Yet and still you're very complacent. Yet and still you're non-responsive. Yet and still this dissidence that's going on today. What is it that is clogging our minds? What is it? Is it a hope for a better future? Let me tell you something. You want to hope for a better future? You better start making the future right now. That's what you better start doing. And stop doing the same things that you've always done, because that's literally insane, because it ain't working. And no matter how much you try to conjure up some type of belief or try to convince yourself it's changing, it is change. What Barack Hussein Obama promised us is the truth. Change you cannot believe in. Hope and change. You got it. And then you know what? These lying preachers can get up there and lie to you and you still run to the same deception. I think the problem is that we become so dumb, dormant, docile, and demoralized in this society that unless somebody is jacking us, unless somebody is fleecing us, unless somebody is robbing us, unless somebody is spoiling us, we can't function right. But anytime somebody do try to come and tell us the truth, the first thing we do, our antennas go up. All of a sudden, we fight against everybody who tells us the truth. I tell you, that is spiritual retardation. And you can't do nothing about that. It's amazing how we can believe all the liars, and now the lie has become the truth, and the people that represent the truth are now the enemies, and they're the lie. What is going on? Tell you what, keep living your life, keep doing what you're doing, keep on doing it, and keep on refusing wise counsel. You keep doing that, you're going to have you ain't got no choice. You're going to find out exactly who's been telling you the truth and who's been lying. I say it again. I had a pastor friend in North Carolina who I told 3 years ago what he needs to do because he was in an extraordinary amount of debt. He owned his own business. Now you know what's done happened? He's lost everything. Everything's in foreclosure. That means everything he charged. All those years of paying $11, $12, $2,000 a month in a mortgage, wiped out. Gone. Period. Dust in the wind. Just dust in the wind. Listen to me. Jesus was the most perfect man that ever walked on the face of this planet Earth. Never did any sin whatsoever at all. And yet the world hated him. Do you get the picture? It makes no difference whether you believe it or not. I mean, if a man is morally right and the man has morals and values, would that not stand to reason that we should be paying attention to him and listen to somebody like that? But everyone that has those, or at least that are striving towards those, we hate. We hate them. We call them the deceivers. We call them the lie. Jesus didn't have no problem whatsoever at all calling the system a lie. And it was. And it is. The system is upset with all the people that blows the whistle on them because they don't want a few people that have the ears to hear. They want you to continually to keep on being raped, robbed, and pillaged. And they want you to continue to keep loving it. No, you better make your own way. And I'm telling you, you're in churches right now, and they ain't telling you what to do, and they can't see the forest for the trees. You deserve exactly what you get. But I can tell you right now, Pastor Dial, I don't have a flattering tongue. Nowhere near it. But you check out the things I say. Oh, I'm sure I got my enemies out there. And you know what? A lot of them, 99.9% of my enemies, I've never met. They never met me. They've never been here and don't know me. Does that mean I'm going to stop having enemies? No. Anytime you represent the truth, anytime you stand for the truth, you are going to have enemies. That's all it is to it. I doesn't accept it. I accept that. I understand that. It's only a few. It's only a few that will understand and wake up and know the truth. I hope that you have the ears to hear it. But if you don't, I've done my job. It's none of my business. Have a good day. And not only have a good day, have a good life.